So moving forward in my life, I chose not to be on medication. Going to prison, you got dudes that allow themselves to be medicated. They use life for excuses. I was this, I was that, I was all that. I was abused, I was all that. But I refuse to allow these crutches to get me through in life. So I got to take control of my own shit. So I'm going to do my program. Older cats gravitate, yo, come here, young blood. You ain't supposed to be. So I'm not letting nobody put me in gangs. I'm not a part of that.
Mm.
I'm about doing my program because I'm like, yo, I'm not going home. They like, you don't know that. And the same brother that was telling me that then, mentoring me then, we talked to this day, like, I told you, it ain't over. I said, bro, I got 27 years. I shot a cop. They ain't letting me come home. He said, you don't know that. But if you put the work in now, you can reap the benefits later.
Domino, motherfuckers, what's happening?
All right, so back up in this bitch for another one. This is Connecticut's most controversial podcast. This is the Domino Effect, and as always, I go by the name of Domino. Appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We got G on the balls to make sure we sound good. We got Retro on the video record to make sure we look good. All right. Now, for any comments, questions, or concerns, please be sure to hit us up at dominoeffectpodcast@gmail.com. When I start releasing these, and y'all start watching the guests and all that shit, come on, ask me some questions. Write some shit in. dominoeffectpodcast@gmail.com. Or y'all can reach me on Instagram, domino_effect_podcast. Now, the guest I have today, this one's personal. This bitch is personal. The guest is someone I've known, if I want to say, over 30 years, right? But as life tends to do, it takes us on different paths, right? This is somebody who went to prison as a teenager and spent 21 years in there. The system took 21 years of his life. And when he finally came home, life didn't stop testing him. He was losing family. He lost his brother, navigating grief, faith, identity, and trying to rebuild after losing so much time. But through all of that, through isolation, through grief, survival, faith, and rebuilding, he never completely lost himself, and he kept a smile on his face, because a lot of times people go through pain and it makes them bitter. And some people go through pain and it makes them wiser. So that's what today's conversation is really about. It's not about prison. It's not just about pain, but redemption, accountability, manhood, healing, faith, and what it means to keep going when life keeps testing you. This is a man who has seen darkness from almost every angle possible and still chooses to believe in God, purpose, and second chances. So today, we're going to talk about survival, freedom, grief, growth, and the kind of wisdom that only comes from really fucking living. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the dojo, my motherfucking man, Leonard Best.
What's up?
Leonard, man, what's up with you, man? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? Oh, and Dumark, I'm sorry. Leonard Best and his brother Dumark. I apologize. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living?
You know, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
One day. How's your day going, man? You go to church today?
I did. I went to church.
Mm-hmm.
I work as a CNA, so I do a lot of overtime just to keep my mind off a lot of things that, you know, how life throw at you. But day to day, I just do what I got to do, one foot before the other.
I hear you, man. Yeah, man, since you've been home, man, you've been through a lot. Even, you know, like I said in the intro, them taking 21 years away from you and stuff like that. But, you know, we're going to try to guide the conversation. We're going to have a lighthearted discussion. You know, we might get into some real shit. You know, I don't know what emotions are going to do. Niggas have cried here before, you know. All type of stuff happens. But I guess, where do we start? So, yeah, like I said in the beginning, you did 21 years in prison, right?
Yes.
Now, I guess, do you remember, like, the day you got arrested? Like, what happened that day? Like, what was going on that day?
I was working as a cashier at Price Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of the dudes that I grew up with, they left weapons at my house. And me being the big brother that I am, I knew DY was going to be there. So I moved the guns to a different spot so he couldn't mess with them.
Okay.
And coincidentally, You ended up
getting caught with him
later on that night. So I moved the guns earlier that day before I went to work. And he was calling me at work like, yo, bro, they came to get him. I said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So I'm protecting him even then. Like, I didn't even want him messing with him. And then I come home, and within probably 20 minutes, half hour of me even getting off work, clocking out, I catch this case.
So how they know that you had them? Like how they?
They said it was a hotline. Somebody hotline the car.
Somebody.
So they said it was a regular routine stop. But a regular routine stop doesn't need 7 cop cars behind us.
Nah. I mean, it depends on how many guns you had and what type of guns they was. It was like they was like some heavy shit, like some shit that niggas don't need to be having on the street. That's different.
Yeah. So at that time, first thing to do, run. But had I knew what I knew now, how the outcome would be.
Right.
So I really try not to judge it, or even question God's plan for me, because I could have got caught with the guns. The most I would have got probably was 2 years, 2-3 years, if that. Yeah. And I'd have been back on the streets. But I went to prison at 18, got sentenced to 27 years, and I had to go through the life pains of life, the ups and downs, trials and tribulations, people in your life, walking out of your life. I could count on my hand the visits I got.
How many people came to visit you on that?
You get to know who your friends are when you get locked up. And then you tend to think that, mom trying to ruin your life or run your life. Nah, mom was right.
She was right with all that shit.
Like, those boys don't care about you. And then you get to sit in that cell and you be like, damn, mom was right.
Y'all them dudes that was with you on the street ain't doing that time with you?
Sure ain't. And it's like something, I'm connected with my mother. So it's something with her that's internally that just told her my son feeling down. And like clockwork, here goes a letter under the door. Just giving me that encouragement to tell me keep pushing, keep fighting.
Now, because you were, outside doing what you was doing, and in the faith that you do have, do you feel like that was a calling to sit you down like that?
Yeah, because a lot of the ones we grew up with, they got killed.
They gone.
So it was like, it was preordained, and I had to go with it. I don't even question it. Like I told them when I went to my parole hearing, and they was asking you, basically, you got to be able to come up right there before this panel. Why should we let you go? And I believe every man should be able to give an answer to that. Why should I let you go? And I told them the raw. You said you got the right way, the wrong way, and the long way. The right way, I'd have just said, yes, y'all. Your officer, I got guns in this car. But I'd have been home. What would I truly have learned being out in these streets? I could have became worse. Potentially even got killed.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to sit you down. You're going to have to learn this way.
Yeah.
You got to take the long way.
Damn, there's so many ways I can go with this shit. Because when we first heard about it, we was like, damn, this nigga might not be ever coming home. So when you was in that courtroom and you got that sentence, well, matter of fact, what was you thinking when as you were running? Like, were you thinking like?
It wasn't.
It was just impulse, just run. I know I'm in trouble. I got to get the fuck out of here.
I got to throw these guns. I got these guns. They ain't even mine. I'm about to do it. Nah, I just came home. I only been home a month.
Yeah.
I'm on TS. I'm like, hell no, I'm not going back to jail.
Now, when you got that sentence, when the judge at the gavel said 27 years, what was your first thought?
It's over. At that age, like, it's over.
never seen a light of day again.
I know that at that time I was looking at probably 70 years.
70.
So I'm picking jury. I'm like, I'm about to play Russian roulette with them. I'm about to push their hand. Like, I'm gonna see if they wasn't budging. You're gonna take this time. We offering you 25 suspended after 20 with 5 years probation. You're gonna take that. We're not going down or nothing. I'm like, I'm not even 20 yet.
Yeah.
You want me to take 20 years and I'm not even 20 yet.
Yeah.
But it's like, I see my mother and father there every day, faithfully. They bring me my clothes. I'm like, I gotta stop being selfish. And I remember, I went down to the bullpen, and it was an accept or reject offer, and an old school dude was in the other bullpen going up, and he heard me talking to a few dudes on the other side. And he was like, yo, young blood, I don't mean to be nosy, but let me talk to you for a second. He said, yo, you can come home off of that 20 years. Take that. I'm like, man, I'm not taking that old school. And I played so long with them that when they finally allowed me to take the time, it was a blind plea. So now I got to cop out to the assault first and both the gun charges. So I'm looking at a minimum of 2 to 30 years, and it's up to the judge.
Yeah, because once we heard about what was happening, we was like, yeah, this nigga shot a cop or some shit, and he was running in, you know, luckily they didn't kill him. I don't know how he alive after that shit. We thought, it was so much shit happening. We was like, this nigga's out of here. Yeah, ain't no way he coming back home alive. And when we heard what was happening, how much time you got, we was like, damn, that sound like forever. Especially when you 19, you a teenager. Like, we just seen this nigga. Now we ain't gonna see him for another 2 decades. That shit is unheard of. Now, damn. So what was really going through your mind when you realized you were going to war?
Now I just gotta do what I gotta do. I do the time. Everything that I know as normal, that's no longer. Dudes that you grew up with, you tend to forget them. Because all you know is jail niggas now.
Yeah.
Like, it be dudes that I grew up with. Like, we go way back to Wilbur Cross days.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you remember me? I'm like, yo, bro. Don't. It's like 5 years turning into 10 years. 10 years turning into 15 years. He's like, man, I'm knocking down these calendars. I'm just doing my time. You see brothers, yay high. And they think it's like a party. It ain't no party for me. I'm doing time. It's like, it ain't nothing personal, but I go in my bin right now. I ain't got no letter from you. I'm not bitter. You don't owe me nothing.
Right.
But I don't owe you nothing either.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember when you moved on the block. Matter of fact, I think I was like 5 or 6 or something like that. He was like my first friends that was on the block because the block ain't had no kids on it. And then I remember just going outside and seeing kids. I don't even know how kids become friends and shit. It's just like, oh, you see another kid, you just gravitate towards them and you just start playing. Then you know where they live. You knock on their door, they knock on your door like, yo, can you come outside type shit. And it was always fun growing up, you know. They had the basketball hoop. Everybody would come to their house, come ball or whatever. Like people from Reservoir to Terrace, you know, all over the neighborhood just come over there and play ball. You know, we get into our little shit. We might have a scuffle there, here and there, but you know, everybody was cool. Everybody was friends. It was just like at some point, shit just went left. And then, like, I remember, like, growing up with you and where you live, I was like, something ain't right here. It's like it's turmoil. It's a lot going on. It's not my business, but as a kid, you just know like it's a lot going on, and you don't know what to call it half the time because, you know, even though we live directly across the street from each other, it's 2 different worlds.
Yeah,
it was just a lot going on. How do you think that shaped you and what ultimately happened to you?
You know, me and Dyshan, we both was adopted. So they kept us together. We got 7. It was 7 of us that my mother had. My oldest he's 47, right? 47. Yeah, 10 years. There's Dyshan, he's 42. Then there's me, 41. Dyshan would have been 40.
40, yeah.
In June. Then you got Dumart, and Mary Alice and Benny. So not being around your roots. You're in a foreign land. Like, do you really care for us? What love do you really have for us? I remember plenty of things they used to say to me. And even doing my PSI, and they're trying to make some sense of why do a person do what they do. It's called mitigating factors. What would possess you to kill somebody? What would possess you to shoot a cop? And all that comes in together. The abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. Somebody telling you you're not gonna be shit. You're gonna be like your mother. You're gonna be like your father. Right? So it was most certain turmoil and things that you did would make you want to leave the house and venture out and think that you know everything that you think you know until you find out that you do not know.
You do not. Yeah. Because I feel like I got that talking too early where it was like, you know, I stayed on the block where I was playing video games, where I was, you know, at somebody else's house while niggas ventured towards the trouble. But it's like, if you in trouble in the house, you just trying to get away from that shit. So now you need an outlet, and the streets is your only outlet. And these people on the street, I might not know that they don't care about me, don't love me, but they act like it. This is my semblance of family that I'm not getting inside the crib, because every time I go in there, everybody got something to say about me. Everybody doing some fucked up shit to me. Everybody, like, it's just something going on, and outside is, I guess, that relief that you needed. And yeah, I'm just recollecting a lot of shit, and it's just like a lot of shit is coming back to me now, where I'm like, yeah, that wasn't right. That wasn't. I don't know.
I had a lot of safe havens, like in school, guidance counselors. That, like, God put that around me at a young age. They always seen the potential. At that age, we don't see our potential.
Nah.
We don't see the light that we carry, and they always like, you gonna be something special. Like, you smart. Like, stop following these dudes.
That's the thing. You was never like dumb. It was just like misguided. It was just like, like I said, you needed an outlet. You had a lot of energy, and home wasn't really solace. So then you started acting out in other ways.
So growing up there, it really allowed me to see, like, hurt people do hurt people. The cycle do repeats unless you break it. So moving forward in my life, I chose not to be on medication. Going to prison, you got dudes that allow themselves to be medicated in there. They use life for excuses. I was this, I was that, I was all that. I was abused, I was all that. But I refused to allow these crutches to get me through in life. So I got to take control of my own shit. So I'm going to do my programs. Older cats gravitated, yo, come here, young blood. You ain't supposed to be. So I'm not letting nobody put me in gangs. I'm not a part of that. I'm about doing my program, because I'm like, yo, I'm not going home. They like, you don't know that. And the same brother that was telling me that then, mentoring me then, we talked to this day, like, I told you, it ain't over. I said, bro, I got 27 years. I shot a cop. They ain't letting me come home. He said, you don't know that. But if you put the work in now, you can reap the benefits later. I'm going to do some time.
Yeah.
But when it's my turn to step up, what's my body of work?
What you got to show for it?
So although it's a black man now, I was a child when I did it. But what has he done to this point? So when they get my file, they can't deny me.
Right.
I put the work in.
Put the work in.
It don't matter who it was that I shot.
Yeah.
God already said, don't even worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm going in this thing like, man, I ain't getting this shit. Shut it up. You don't get, usually a person like that do not get parole. You're doing your time.
Yeah, you're done.
So me going into this shit and experiencing this board, and they was crying. Like, cause they never had somebody come up there so raw, and they was like, we never seen somebody that put so much work in to show that they weren't what they did. Yeah, that was a mistake. That's not gonna define me. I hope y'all don't use that against me, but this body of work can't lie. Yeah. So going in there was like, the devil wasn't even allowed in there. Cause you see certain parole hearings and they fighting them, the ups and downs. I was high the whole time. They thanked me because I put my work in. And then they hear what the officer said, like, if he had done what he's supposed to do, let him go.
Did you ever talk to the officer?
Never.
Do you want to?
I would love to sit down with him. You know, formally apologize and just have a heart-to-heart to build with him. To see what I did to him, how that
affected him.
You know what I'm saying? The trajectory of his life. What changes happened in your life after I shot you? Yeah. You know, so I've always wanted that, but I know I can't have no contact with him. But I still wish him well in his ventures.
Now, speaking about the whole adoption thing, do you ever struggle with feeling chosen versus abandoned?
Yeah, I've always told a few of my friends that it's nothing like being chosen. Because out of all the children that one could pick, they choose you. So it's nothing like being chosen. But you want to be chosen for all the right reasons. I want to be chosen to be given an opportunity. Right. Staying with our mother, we wouldn't have had those opportunities. You know, she was on drugs, going through her thing. So being in this home is like, do you have our best interests at heart?
What kind of kid were you before, like, life got heavy?
Fun.
Yeah.
Laugh, giddy.
Jokester.
That's it.
This nigga always got a joke. This nigga always has something to say about somebody.
Yeah, that's it.
Natural clown, but in a good way though. Yeah. What's something people misunderstand about kids who grow up around addiction?
That the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Oh, they love comparing you when you come from that background. So like growing up for me, I was always told, oh, your mother was on drugs, the reason why she was acting crazy. What's your excuse? At that time, I didn't know what to say. Now it's like, well, it's kind of how you're treating me right now in this moment.
So opening up to these things, like, you got to get in tune with yourself. And once you be able to take control of your own life, you be able to come to the table and be like, nah, I got to identify these triggers. What affects me? The abandonment issue. Not having my mother. I'd rather have struggled with my mother than go through some of the things that I've gone through. But these are God ordained steps for us.
Right.
And this is the path that I'm gonna walk. I can't change it. I can rewrite some of the ending if I put my work in to make it a better ending. But ultimately it comes to one's own self to really identify who he is, what he is, why he is, and be able to step into that. A lot of people don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I've mentored a lot of dudes and I've facilitated a lot of groups in jail. And these are some of the things that I ask them, who are you? They don't even know who they are.
I feel like that was our problem growing up. Like a lot of us grew up without dads, or, mom was always at work and we was just outside trying to figure out who the fuck we were. And a lot of times I don't feel like, well, most of the time, I want to say, we didn't find the right answer until it was too late. Or we didn't accept it until it was too late, where it was like, when you got into your situation, you might have felt like, why the fuck am I here? Like, why am I doing this? And then it was too late because, now you already, the decision was made. You're already there. Now, what did you need? What did you need emotionally as a kid that you didn't get?
Understanding, patience. They was going through their own thing. My father, may he rest in peace. He had to go through what he had to go through. He drank, and he had a life experience that almost caused him to die. And when he came out of that coma, that's when he became a pastor, Reverend Paul Best, and he changed his life. We all got something we had to go through. It's either it's gonna click, and you don't want to turn left or right.
Right.
He turned right. Like, I almost lost my life. I'm done drinking. And I'm going to be a family man. I'm going to be a father. I'm going to be a husband. And that's how it was.
Now, what things from him did you take away?
The power of prayer. He was always a prayer man.
Always.
Always prioritizing stuff. Don't put off things that you could do now for later, because later is not promised. So do what you need to do right now and get it done.
Now, what scares you the most about entering prison as a teenager?
The vulnerability, because you don't know who you are yet. You still trying to figure out yourself, and that's when I stepped into that role as big bro. Like, yo, come here, let me holler at you. Don't allow these dudes to manipulate you. Prison is a cold place.
I can imagine,
especially if you are not prepared or you don't have the right people around you to pull you up. It can be dark. You got dudes going there as normal as day, and then when they come out of there, they're cooked because they take all these medicines. They done allow these crutches. I'm not taking these medications. I'm not talking to these. No, I'm going to do what I know. I know what I need to do, because now it's just you. You running in these streets with blinders on. Now you get in the prison cell, them blinders is off.
That cell phone is just you.
Like, God damn, this projection screen is right there. You like, this what the fuck I was doing? You get to see everything slow motion now.
Whole life flash from your eyes.
Play it all back. Like, I was doing this, I was doing that. Like, that I should have been dead doing this stupid shit. So now it's like, let me do this. I'm going to do something different. But like I said, God put good people around me to talk to me. Like, yo, come here. This is how we going to do this time. Because it's not over.
Yeah.
It's only over if you say it's over.
Yeah, you might feel hopeless, but it's not.
It's not over.
Yeah.
You know, brothers come home after 27 years. I was with brothers that's down 30 years and made it home.
Mm. Now, what version do you enter prison, and what was the version that left prison?
The version of me that entered it was a boy. Foolish, irresponsible, selfish. And then the version that came to me, coming home, you know, a man, mature. You know, I think before I do anything. Whereas before I didn't think. There's no repercussions for it. I didn't care. I play scenarios over. Even arguing with somebody. Before I say something, I think. And they be like, what'd you say under your breath? I'm just playing things over in my head. Because I want to be able to formulate what I want to say without even using any type of animosity.
Yeah, you can't misconstrue anything I'm saying because I didn't replay it 5 times. Yeah.
So that's how I was able to get through. Whereas something that bothers you, it didn't bother me. I came up in a different environment where I seen dudes stabbing people. They throwing water, hot water, in people's face trying to really harm people. Where they stake these shanks and they sink them in feces. So that when they stab you, they putting toxic in you. He's really trying to kill you.
Yeah.
So that's a different environment going in there at that young age. And you like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, do you sink or swim? I gotta swim. You got some bumps and bruises, you gonna fall a few times. But once I got my feet under me, I was like, I ain't looking back. And I had to start thinking for other people. Getting in the fights, around foolishness. Like, I'm tired of telling my mother, hey, got another 2 years I can't visit. No contact visits, Mom. It's all behind the glass. Because I keep allowing pride. Pride is what kills us all. So being so prideful, like, you know what, you said that, you got it.
Yeah, that's difficult for a grown boy who didn't have that structure to try to learn that on the fly. That shit ain't, I don't know. Was there a moment where prison mentally became normal, quote unquote?
No.
No.
It was never normal for me. Is you have to deal with it because this is the reality at hand. This is where I'm at right now. But I can never settle for this because I know that I shouldn't be in here anyway, especially for that amount of time. You know, I've seen individuals in there for some of the worst things you could do to children. 2-3 years, like, really? Back out there to do it again. The culture is different in there. You got dudes living better in prison than out here.
That's a fact. What's something movies get completely wrong about prison?
Everything.
Everything?
Because it depends. Actually, let me take that back as I digress. It could be like that, depending on what state you're in.
Yeah.
It's different settings in different states. Like you go to New York, Rikers. That's how it is. You see in the movies, that's how it is. Now they had to change it. They gonna redo the whole system. But that's how it is. You go in there, you get stabbed. You get raped. There's all type of stuff going on in there. Drugs, cell phones, you name it, it's in there. So they really don't get it wrong. It's just about where you at. Connecticut is more laid back.
More laid back. So you did all your time here?
Out here. Out in Connecticut.
Okay.
Feds is different.
Yeah.
It's a jungle.
Yeah, I was about to say using the feds. Yeah, that shit different. Now, when you initially got sent up, did you, like, of course you got to get tougher. Now, did that happen immediately or was it gradual?
Coming from where we from North End, Terrace, Bridgeport, you already got a name for yourself, you know. Dyshan.
Yeah.
Fighting. We all in the club, White Eagle, Club Innovations. Everybody knew who I was, you know what I'm saying? And then who my father is.
Right.
From PT, my uncles. So I really didn't have that much of a hard time in there. It was more of me not allowing myself to be surrounded by that. So I chose to be around individuals that was doing something with themselves. Brothers that's in the law library, working on their case, brothers going to Juma, making their 5 prayers a day. Brothers that's reading intellectual books to help navigate themselves in this type of environment.
So I want to say that's what kept you mentally alive through all those years?
And allow myself to be around good individuals.
Having those people take you under their wing and like show you that there's another way other than whatever else you see.
Yep.
What was the biggest lesson prison taught you about people?
They'll let you down every time.
Mm.
I had to stop allowing myself to be disappointed, even with family. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Never received it. You ain't get the money? Like, come on, really? You know you didn't send the money.
Yeah.
You ain't get the pictures yet? I might have to redo them. Like, just tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't owe me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I never got mad at somebody for not doing something because I put myself there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't owe me nothing. Anything that you do is out of the kindness of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the ones that did stay in touch. But you don't owe me nothing. Just tell me the truth. Life is life out here. I'm out here. I've been home a year. This shit is real.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get yourself together, you be out here homeless. You be right there on the green with a cart.
Right. Now, how did humor help you survive? Because I know you had to be in there crack some type of jokes.
Nut. Just always cracking jokes, always pranking on somebody.
Mm.
But that's just my personality.
What was the funniest moment you experienced inside?
Birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are brothers that from Hartford, New Haven. These became family. So as my brother, he's out here. He's living his life out here. He's figuring things out on his own. So these are dudes that I was in high bond with. He fighting a murder, I'm fighting attempted murder. We linked up there playing basketball, playing cards, playing poker, playing blackjack. And then when we ultimately got sentenced, we go up to the big prison. We go to McDougal. That's where we meet back up. So now we just, year by year, we doing that shit together. I cook, he cook. Birthdays, we do birthday meals. Everybody that was a part of the team, I make sure I get a birthday card for him and just pass around, get for brothers that I know that he dealt with. So if I know you dealt with him, like, sign his brother card. Because a lot of dudes get forgotten in there.
Right.
Being a CNA in prison, I became a CNA in there.
Okay.
So working in the infirmary, you get to see how life is. I was just balling with this brother.
Mm-hmm.
We was just eating together. Oh, now you got cancer? Next thing you know, it's terminal? Like, what? Like, that's how I find you get to see how quick life changed in that infirmary. Dude, just basketball champ. His dorm is 4-year running champs. His team. Now he got cancer. He about to be on his way out. So you get to see life differently in that infirmary, and it humbled me in ways I couldn't even explain it to you. That humbled me. Like, to not have nobody there for your last moments. It's just us, fellow CNAs, your peers. We're in this room with you. Your family don't even come up to you. I'm like, no man should die in prison. And I said, I'm not gonna die in prison. If I get one day on this side and then I die, I'm happy. But I refuse to die in prison.
What does loneliness feel like in a crowded prison?
Suffocating. To be a voice for everybody else and then don't nobody be a voice for you. To show up for everybody else and then don't nobody show up for you.
Why was that though?
You get discouraging. So one of my peers, I was like, I'm tired of this, yo. Like, you give, you feed brothers, you look out for brothers with nothing, without even thinking of anything to be returned. I just want you to do good. Pay it forward. You see somebody who's hungry, give it to him. He think he that. What have you done to pull him up? Rather you talk to him, have you talk with him. You ain't got to talk about him. So if I seen a brother they always talked about, you straight, you need something? Need a package? A lot of brothers don't pull each other up.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to do that for somebody else when you can't do it for yourself.
So being in our place, that was just, for me, it was just, I showed up for everybody else. And then there was God was just taking everybody from me. My grandparents, aunts and uncles was dying. Then my birth mother died. Then my foster mother. I was just losing them left and right in there. And I was still staying faithful, still keeping my head up straight. And then when I lost my mother, that took a lot for me to bounce back. And she died 2019, February 2019. Because that was my constant right there. That's the one I called on the phone. That's the one that sent me my pictures. That was the one let me know you are loved, you are not forgotten. So when I lost her, I stopped going to church. The bishop came in and like, boy, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm at odds with God. I do everything right, but yet he's still continuously taking and taking and taking from me. And then my big bro Van said, you was built for this. Why not you? You sitting here boo-hooing and crying. Why not you? He know you gonna be able to take it and take this testimony and be able to save somebody else. So he said, keep showing out. And what I mean by that, go in these groups, keep sharing, and keep building life into these brothers. Because you never know who's listening. You got a lot of brothers that don't want to build and don't want to talk. They don't even want to share. But then they get somebody like us to come in there and then open up. Like, damn, I went through that shit too. Now that opens up, and that's the true part of reconciliation within yourself. I had to reconcile within myself that I made some mistakes that led me in prison. I had to reconcile that I wasn't there at my mother's deathbed. These are things that I still deal with that I'm doing therapy for now. I had to learn how to forgive myself. That's life.
What hurts more, missing time or missing people?
Time waits for no man. We know that. So it is what it is. But the people, not being at those functions, not being able to be there for my mother. Because when I went in, my mother she was the sun. She was bright. And as these years start, as she getting older, and I would get some certain visits, and then you see they're getting frail and they're getting old. And those visits used to break me down. I'm like, damn, I don't remember mom like this. I don't remember dad like that.
I'm seeing that now with my mom.
You be like, damn, you was never like this. You so small, so frail, but they smiling and they staying strong for me. And I'm a ball of mess. Like, yo, like, damn. But that's time. Time waits for no man. Time is the most unforgiving thing there is out there. You keep your eye off that clock if you want. You're going to find out you late.
Now, what was the hardest year for you to do?
2019.
2019?
2019 and up. Because that's when the things started setting. 2019, my mother passed. In 2022, that's when my foster mother passed. And I was still consistent. I was still doing the program. I was still talking to brothers, mentoring. But it started weighing on me. Like, man, fuck this shit. It's good to be bad. And then brother be like, no, it ain't. Because look at them dummies. They go to parole, they get denied instantly. Because these people they went to school for this. Psychology. One-on-one. First impressions. You can't trick these people. They're going to be able to dissect everything that they need to out of your file on who you are and if you coming back. Sometimes they'll give it to you just because they know you're going to come back. And they'll deny a person like me just to see what I'm made of. All right, we'll give you a Jenny for a year just to see if I'm going to crumble. Like, you told me no. Because each no that I got better. I put my modification in, they denied me. I put in the sentence modification, deny me. Commutation, deny me. I just got better. I did more groups, read more books, mentored more. No, it's not right now. But when I do go up, I know I'm going to get it. And so,
Mark, how did him being inside affect you mentally and spiritually?
No, I was raised vastly away from everyone. The parents that took me, they kept me away from the family. So I'm still learning who I am and where I come from even till this day because of that. So having him not there, it was felt. because the last time we hung out before you went to prison was for my 12th birthday party.
12. Yeah.
They came to the house. We had cake, him and Dyshan. We were all in the neighborhood just playing around, running around, and everything. So that was good times. But my mother kept me away, not wanting me to head down the same path that they were on. Because as soon as y'all got in trouble with the law, it was like, nope, don't come here. But you know, they, my parents and the best family, they, you know, we kept in contact. We used to go to the same church, but after a while, she just kept me away so that I can be raised differently. And that's pretty much it with that.
What are you learning more about yourself now that he's back?
Now, I'm just trying to learn how this whole dynamic of having siblings are. Because we were raised differently apart. We're used to being by ourselves. But thankfully, even though we weren't together all the time, me, Dyshan, Leonard were all somewhat together, so we could somewhat kind of connect when we could. But even when he was in prison, I'll be honest, I wasn't really a good brother. But that was because when you're raised a certain way and you're seeing other people do things that are against what you're being raised, you kind of put on the same rose-colored glasses as everyone else. So there's, to this day, I still find old letters that I wrote to him and my other brother, Dyshan, where it's like filled with judgment. I just throw them out. Because there would be moments where I'd be trying to write them letters and try to be encouraging, but because I didn't know how to craft my words in a way that was encouraging rather than, well, you don't want to do this, you're going to hell. Pretty much. It's like, why send the letter?
Right.
But, you know, just trying to learn where I fit in with Leonard and all of them and seeing how we can hopefully come together still, even with the DY's passing.
Yeah. Now, is there a point where you, I guess, Leonard almost mentally gave up?
I have many moments like that, but most part I was like, yo, I'm gonna just do my time. That's it.
Like even after your mother passed, and then
I'm gonna just do the time, man. I'm gonna do my time. I got discouraged a lot, and then my niece, that was my backbone. My niece Ajane, she was always in my corner. She was my secretary. She hit the ground, want to go to the courthouse, get copies for this, finding police records for this. Like, she was doing everything for me. I'm like, yo, I'm just discouraged. I'm getting so many no's. Like, no. And it's like, you can't deny my packet. You see my packet, all the letters of recommendations that I got, all the work reports that I got, all the certificates that I got. I done every program that they wanted me to do. And then I continue to go to the programs to help facilitate the programs, to uplift our brothers, our community. I'm tired of seeing us up in there. But some people don't even know their own light. They dim their own light. So you get discouraged. But it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep going. So I ended up getting transferred. That's when you know you getting ready to come home. But I got a little ways around the corner. But now I'm at a level 3 now. So it's a little different. The atmosphere is different. It's dorm life. I ain't used to that. After being in a cell for damn near 18 years, coming to a dorm life with 100 bunk beds in this motherfucker, it was different. Big open bathroom. I wasn't used to it. I liked my privacy. Closed my door. The loudness, the snoring, motherfucker crop dust your ass. Like, it was just nasty. The shit that dudes did. It made you want to crash out. Be like, you know, this is what you got to put up when you in this type of environment. Dudes blowing their nose in the sink, just leave it in there, spitting in the sink, shitting in the showers. Like, this is, like, you will get sick in that place and not make it out of there. But it's like, you know, I'm going to keep myself, my area clean. Even when COVID came out, that was scary. Because a lot of the brothers that I was doing time with, a lot of them died. You see them rolled out, they never came back. You just see them bringing the cart in to get their property. Like, damn, this dude did 20 years just to get taken out like that by COVID. We was just playing spades. We was just playing basketball. You see him rolled out, never came back. So I seen a lot of good brothers that I did time with get taken out by that COVID. That was scary in itself.
Yeah, I can imagine how that shit was in there, because out here it was the world turned upside down for a cool a year plus. So I can imagine how it was in there.
You can isolate yourself out here. You ain't got to be around nobody. But in there, you was literally a sitting duck. It's just a matter of when you gonna catch it. When I caught that, oh my God, I never felt something like that. So scared, the anxiety that comes with it. Like, am I gonna die? You see it on the news. 400 died today. The next day, 300 died that day. You're like, oh my God, this is taking people out. And then I caught it, right. I ain't know what was gonna happen.
Nobody did.
Just called my mother. I'm like, I got COVID. I just hope I make it. And left like that. And then I made it out. But a lot of brothers I did time with, they didn't make it.
What habit did you develop in prison that you take with you today?
The hustle. The hustle. It didn't matter what it was, I hustled. Whether being the bookie, winning tickets, selling pictures,
right,
gambling, selling book, whatever it was, a hustle. Just always grind, always keep something for later. Whereas dudes was in there, they smoking, they drinking Pruno. I didn't do none of that. Like, you don't want to smoke with us? No, I'm good. But you can give me that and I can sell that.
Right.
Get $100 for that. Send me that money order. I didn't want the food because I made money in there gambling and whatnot. But send that straight to the money order. Give me put that on my books so that I can use that later. In case shit did run dry. I always thought 4 or 5 years down the line. So I never picked up those habits that dudes pick up, popping pills. Like, fuck, I want to pop pills in here for.
Right.
What I need to be drinking in here for?
Can't do shit with it. It's just going right to back my cell drunk.
Just in the cell.
Yeah.
Like, I never understood it. So I never allow myself to be drinking in there. I'm good. I party when I get home.
For real. What's the first thing you did when you got home? The first thing you wanted to do versus the first thing you actually did?
I went to my mother's gravesite. Told her I was home. I don't know. I made it. Actually, I went to go see Pops. Because it was like, Mom died, and he was still around. And he was in a rehab facility. And just when it was a heartfelt, emotional meeting with him, because I haven't seen him 21 years. Elderly, up in age, 83 at that time. Like, he's still here. My mother, she couldn't hold on no more. It was just too much for her. So he was still there just to be able to hug him and like, damn, and shave him. These are the things, all the skills that I picked up being a CNA in jail. I became a CNA so I could come home and take care of them. I know they was elderly and they was going to get elderly. So let me pick up a skill so I could come home and take care of them. So being able to meet, so I seen him and then visiting my mother's gravesite just to let her know I made it home.
That's dope. I'm trying not to get depressed. I'm a little down. I'm trying to pick it up. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. What freedoms do people take for granted?
To come and go as you please. To make food, just those liberties, just to go to the bathroom, just relax. Like, I want to take a walk today. Just take a walk up the street. You take those to make your own food. People take a lot of things for granted. But not to be able to come and go as you please, go lock up, recall. And you just hear that, like, I'm up in this motherfucker. Anything happen, you in there. You just in there.
Now you mentioned food. What was your favorite food combination in prison?
I was the chef, so fish cakes. Fried rice, you do the rib tips. So I was the chef. I was always that hustle. I seen old school dudes cooking. I took bits and pieces from them. So when I cooked, I grew up in the house of my mother cooked.
Right.
So I already knew how to cook. But it's just seeing the traits in jail. To take a extension cord and break it down, take a fingernail clipper, wrap it up, and make an oven. Take a box, plastic bags. It was just picking up these traits and like.
This nigga was the chef up north.
It certainly was. It certainly was. But that was the hustle, you know. I didn't have to spend no money. Dudes would come and give me $100 worth of food. They put, because that's how much of a good chef I was in there. I didn't have to worry about anything. They knew that I was clean. I was gonna handle my business and make sure they were straight. A lot of individuals, they skimming. You know, take that for later. Put that up in the bunk.
For real.
Whatever you gave me, we were cooking. Like, it's just honor. It should be honor amongst your fellow peers, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not in there.
Yeah. So now, when you came home, what was the weirdest thing about re-entering society?
Adjusting. You have an idea of what you would like to do, and you try to order these and you try to put them in order, but I skip so many things because shit just happened quick.
Right.
Shit happening quick. I'm trying to adjust, and it all came coming home and going to Brookside Avenue. That's where my grandmother's house is.
Right.
And then walking into this house, and there's only one person that's in this house. Everybody died. My aunt, both my uncles. It's now just my cousin in there. So coming in this house that was once full and vibrant, my grandmother's gone. That was the depressing state. I had to really pull myself up out of that because they had to come and get me. I allowed myself to still be in prison without being in prison. I found peace within myself. So I'm like, I'm in my room. Call it the cell or whatever, but I'm in here, I'm watching Netflix, I'm good. And they would have to come in there and pull me out like, yo, bring your ass about. I'm like, I don't know this world, bro. I don't know these individuals. I don't know the bullshit they was a part of. I ain't trying to get caught up being with an individual that was out here doing bullshit. When karma comes back to repay him. So my anxiety high, so I'm on edge. So if I gotta be like that, I don't even need to be going out.
Right.
So now I do the therapy, get adjusted. Okay. Although one would feel like he's not institutionalized, anybody that does any type of time, you're gonna pick up you're gonna be institutionalized in some type of way.
Now you got locked up, what, 07?
No.
What?
04.
04. Damn, we just graduated fucking high school. Shit.
04.
He's a sophomore.
March 2nd.
March 2nd,
2004.
So what was what piece of technology shocked you the most when you got out? Because we had, I think when you went, we still have fucking like LimeWire and shit like that, and might have had like MySpace still, Black Planet.
Just picking up certain things, but even in jail, you know, we got phones.
Yeah, you got phone. Yeah.
So dudes that I know, like, yo, they teaching me. I was able to come home a little head of the game. I'm still learning things, but it wasn't. I'm a quick learner.
So like, so Uber Eats ain't shock you, no shit like
none
that?
Of that stuff shocked me.
Nothing.
None of it shocked me.
And if it does, it'll ask me to help him.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm gonna start charging him.
Right. How'd y'all reconnect when you came home?
I was at work when they said he was home, so I had to finish that. But as soon as I got the address and found that he was around the corner from me, I went there and been there almost every single day.
Literally. On the hill. Right behind my grandmother's house.
Yeah.
He's right there.
Yeah, I remember another one of y'all brothers was down Reservoir Avenue. He wasn't too far.
Yeah,
I want to say Dyshan. Yeah,
Dyshan.
he wasn't too far. I met him a couple times. So yeah, but so what did y'all first do together? What was y'all first interaction? It was like, hey, you home, bro? What's up?
I think we just sat in the same room, to be honest. We sat in the living room in his grandmother's house and was just talking and watching TV, getting reacquainted.
Was it difficult to get reacquainted? You know?
No, because even though I wasn't like consistent when he was in jail, I did wrote here and there. The letters that I did like. So he knew some things when things were changing and all that, so it wasn't difficult for us to reconnect. It was like almost like we just picked up where we left off.
Okay.
DY was the first one I seen though. It's all them years.
Yeah, he was always excited. He was always talking about you on Facebook or something like that. I remember when I saw the status, he was like, "Yo, my brother coming home soon." Niggas be like, "All right, you know, things like another year or two." And I think like 3 weeks later, he posted, "Yeah, my brother got a date." And I was like, I was gonna come home like soon. Then he put when he was coming home. I was like, I'm happy for this nigga. Like you wasn't never far from my mind, even though you know I didn't write you a visit, no shit like that. I thought about you a lot. Like every time I passed by Sunshine, every time I saw one of your nieces, every time I saw DY doing something, I was like, this nigga Leonard, you know, he would post your picture. I was like, this nigga look well, this nigga look healthy, this nigga look like he doing his thing. And I was always happy about that.
He took that week off. I came home on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was coming out of the back of North Ave with my boxes. And that nigga, we met each other right there, and that's the first thing I ever asked DY. I said, yo, bro, I just want you to be home when I get home. Because coming to prison at that age, I left him, he was 16.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time I get to see my brother, and he's 38.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen my brother since he was 16.
Cool.
He had a record, so I can't visit him. He can't visit me. So he got shot in the terrorist. Yeah. Almost lost his life then.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he had to learn on his own too.
Yeah, he had to.
So I got locked up. He came off the porch. And he made a name for himself. Now he DY. I said, I know Dyshan. Yeah. The basketball player.
Oh, now niggas knew that flip when like when it flipped. Yeah. It was like, all right. That nigga, like this ain't the kid I knew from Sunshine. You know, like I said, niggas went on different paths, and you know, you hear shit, and then it was like, "Fuck is DY," and it was like, I only know Dyshan. Like, oh nah. Then you see who they talking about. Like, oh, yeah, that nigga got a different look in his eye now. That nigga not the same person.
Y'all grew up, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was the main one that was always at your house.
Yeah.
Playing game, basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was already chilling in the terrace, doing my own thing, stealing cars and stuff like that. But DY he was the baller. You know what I'm saying? The boy he was smart. But I got locked up, and he just made a name for himself, and he was learning life on his own. So my only question that I asked him, like, yo, bro, I just want you to be there. That's my request. Be home when I get home, bro. He like, yo, word to auntie, word to mommy. I'm gonna be here. Just be there.
He always kept your name alive too.
So yes, he did. I even going on his page, he always posting my pictures up there. Like, he sure did. So to be able to reunite with my bro after all them years, like, we just cried. We hugged each other and just cried. And then we went to the diner and we went to Chips in Fairfield, him, me, and my pops, and just sat there and we just talked. And many times we sat on Brooks' side in the room, we just sitting there crying and just going over all our losses. Even I'm like, yo, bro, like, why you ain't go see Pops? And then he would cry like, yo, I ain't used to seeing him like that. I'm like, yo, you know, life's too short, bro. Like, we gotta go see our loved ones, man. Like, they took us in. I always kept that Sean honest. Like, you know, I'm not holding no punches with you. You my brother. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Take it or reject it. But I'm not gonna take you no bullshit. Hold your peoples around you accountable. Just like I gotta hold myself accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable. We gotta go see our loved ones, bro. Right. Although it wasn't always good, I hold on to that. Because that's what keeps me humble. So having that month and a half with bro, and then being you there for my 40th birthday, that was everything. Not knowing that 2 weeks later, we was gonna lose them.
I hate thinking about that shit. Every time like somebody posts a memory or posts something on his page or something like that, that shit don't sit right with me ever.
Yeah, it fucks me up every time. I'm at work, I could be in there and somebody done posted a picture of me. It fucks me up every time. I still have not grasped the fact, like, yo, bro, no. And being a scene that you deal with death all the time.
It ain't never been that close to home though. Like
that close. My mother affected me in many ways. My grandmother. I'm not no stranger to losses. But when I lost, like, that's my first friend. That was the one that
it was like when you saw Leonard, you saw Dyshan, you saw Leonard. It was like
two joint in the pod.
Joint at the hip.
Taking his whoopings, you know, he was bad, sneaky.
Oh yeah.
Always doing something he ain't had no business doing.
I remember going home a lot of days, like, somebody, all right, I'm going home. All right, peace. They like, Kevin, go home. I'm like, all right, cool. I just walk right down the street, and then whatever happened, then I see y'all tomorrow.
So not being able to have that that time back with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was at odds, you know. I had to talk to somebody about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do? What does one to do with something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we left together, we was in the bed, we slept a long way, came back in to go to Diddy's funeral.
Yeah.
Got up, I got in the shower first, I'm in there getting dressed and shit. He come sit at the edge of the bed, asking me about my clones. We cracking jokes. Not to think that I only got about 8 hours with him. 8 hours, you gonna be gone. I got his book bag in the room. I got his slippers. I got all his items in this room. So going to that hospital, identifying and making him take me to him, because I'm like, DY tough. Boy was shot 5 times.
Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah.
Like, this is a tough dude. Bro ain't dead. I don't even want to hear it. But seeing him there like that with that tube in his mouth still, and just lifeless, like, it fucks with me every day. Even when we went to the funeral home and they showed him again, he was a little more peaceful then.
Mm-hmm.
But to see him like that, like, that's something that sits with me every day. It would never sit right with me. But that he's my motivation on why I am the way that I am even now, or more so. Because he don't get the chance to go into the fridge or walk down the street. He don't got these opportunities to go to the club or go to a party or a family. He don't have that. They took that from him.
Mm-hmm.
So I could crash out, do something crazy, and then I'm back in prison.
Yeah.
Who does that serve? It don't serve me nor my family. And it'd be like spitting on his grave, because I know he didn't want that for me.
Yeah, but to be in that type of headspace at that moment, to know that I want to do something, I could do something, but I'm not going to do something, that you learned a lot in prison that you took with you to the outside world. Because a lot of people would have did something stupid. They would have did something that would have landed them right back in for even longer time. And I don't want to say you persevered, but you kept a level head in a weird situation.
It was preordained. I knew that it wasn't what it is, you know. You know what that means. It was what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This was going to happen one way or another. And all those no's that I told you that I got in jail, it was like, not yet, not yet. He was building me up for this. Because to lose him like that, I had to go through that process to get that mental and physical and emotional toughness to be able to endure that and absorb it. Because it's like, how I return home and bro don't return home? How can I tell yo, ma, where your brother? I don't know. I can never return him back home without bro. Like, yo, bro, whether we went to the Sheen Center, Innovation, bring your ass on, nigga.
If I go, you go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
you know how mine is. We got to go to the house together. So I always made sure he was with me. Come on, let's go. We're out of here. We're going home. I am my brother's keeper.
Right.
So to return home and bro not there, he stayed at the house probably a week with me. I couldn't sleep.
I remember that day. He had just went to Diddy's funeral. He was posting on the story on Facebook. And I'm not religious. I'm somewhat, but not, crazy with it. I'm more spiritual. Son of my spirit wanted to tell him to be safe. I don't know why. I didn't say it. My son told me to tell him be safe. Would that have changed something? I don't know. But the fact that I didn't and I can't now, that fucks with me. To the point where every time I think about this shit, it just don't sit right now. Every time I do have a thought, I try to act just because of that one moment where I was like, yeah, if I would have said be safe, would that have changed something? Probably not. I don't know. But just the fact that what happened hours later, like when I seen the story, and between when I saw the story, when that happened, might have been like 4 hours. And yeah, that shit sits with me on a daily basis because every day I see something that pop up, or I've talked to TT a couple times, and asking how she doing, just checking on her and shit like that. And it be days I'll be wanting to check on you, but I don't know what to say. It's just like I see you post something, I'll be like, I don't know what to say though. It's like asking how you doing don't feel like enough. It's like he already going through it. It's not nothing that I'm gonna say that's gonna lessen the burden or lessen the hurt. So I don't know what to say.
And it's crazy you said that because I stayed at this repast longer than I would have stayed anywhere. But because somebody was shooting there, somebody had actually shot. So I stayed there longer. I'm like, yo, bro, let's come on, bro. He like, I'm straight. He was drinking.
Yeah.
He feeling, feeling good. Got the bros around him. I'm like, yo, bro, let's go. So I stayed there as long, but something in my spirit was like, yo, you need to go. Like, it's time to leave. So I'm like, I seen somebody that I know I get it right. Like, yo, take me home. I'm ready to go. And then as I looked up on East Main, right where the repass, I see bro on the corner. And I can remember this shit. Something told me like, yo, tell bro you love him and you see him later. And then I told myself, like, he's straight. I'll see him when he get back to the house. Not knowing
Wasn't gonna make it back.
he wasn't gonna make it back home. But something told me, like, when I seen him, he had the bottle in his hand, he was up there with mittens. That shit go tell bro, I see him later, I love him. He know I love him. Like, come on, let's go. And then I get up to the terrorists, I go to my people's house, and then they calling me on the phone screaming. I couldn't even understand. I'm like, yo, they killed bro. Like, what the fuck you talking about? I just left him. So all this happened within probably a half hour of me leaving them. But I know that God didn't want me to be there when that happened. And who was gonna be better to stand up and send him home the way that he deserved. So yeah, it hurts. I have a lot of questions I would love to ask God about it. But it's like, you know what? This is what life does. It teaches you to not take nothing for granted. All the mornings we called each other, like we talk every morning. Either I'm calling him or he calling me. He'd be like, you here? What up, fool? Like, yo, where you at? I'm in Pennsylvania. Where you at? I'm in Dakota. He always let me know where he at.
Yeah.
Cracking jokes.
That was one thing I always look forward to, was like, where's this nigga at in the world? He was always somewhere, like, this nigga's in fucking Montana. I think the furthest I ever seen him might have been like Arkansas or some shit. I was like, damn, this nigga way over there.
So to see somebody that going through what he gone through, to finally listen, 'cause I know he was getting tired of me, like, yo, nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm like, yo, bro, I need you to be better than me, bro. Like, look what the fuck they took from me. Like, how you give a teenager 27 years and then just don't even think twice about him? Now, had I not put the work in, Kev, I'd still be in jail right now. I had to want these programs. I had to want the change. So I'd be damned if I don't tell my brother, like, yo, bro, they locking us the fuck up and they throwing away the key. I don't need you in this motherfucking place, yo. Like, make these changes. You want to do that CDL shit? Go for it. You got it. We laugh on the phone. We cry on the phone. He mad at me. I'm mad at him. He tell me he gonna send me some money. I'm calling him to remind him to send the money like he told me to. Now the nigga avoiding me. So then when he finally do pick up the phone, I gotta have another heart-to-heart with him. Like, yo, bro, you don't have to avoid me because you don't have it. I understand life is hard out there. And I know you fending for yourself. But pick up the phone. Fuck that money. Me having this conversation with you is more than anything.
Especially looking back at it now, where it's like I trade anything.
Like keep that money. I don't give a fuck about that money. And he would cry like, damn, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. Like, he booed him, like, and we would sit there on the phone just crying, and he would pour his heart out like, yo, bro, I'm sorry. Like, you ain't got to be sorry. He said, I don't got shit for myself. He said, I want to do for you. I said, but you ain't got to avoid me, man. I called, pick the fucking phone up. Fuck that money. I'll be straight. I'm good.
I figured out.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the blessings that I put into other people, it came back around. Excuse me.
What does healing look like after repeated losses?
I don't even know the answer to that.
When you figure it out, please let us know.
I don't. I'm still healing, bro. That shit fuck with me every day. I get up, I go on walks. It fucks with a lot of relationships that I got because I'm used to being by myself. So I find myself in the room. I talk to them. It's like a shrine. They consider it a shrine. They like, get out of here, because I got all these pictures around my room, and I sit there and I talk with them. And there was a moment that when I went to the cemetery, you know them little spin wheels that you put at the grave sites, and for some reason I'm talking with them, and they were spinning like, you know I miss you, right? And then I went to pick up. You at rest? Stop.
Yeah.
You got my back. You protected me. It starts spinning. So it's like I never had a moment like that where I knew that he was there. It was instances where I knew I should have been back in jail. And those instances woke me up right there. Like I have mom with me as an angel, and bro was there as an angel. I'm like, yeah, let me shape up. You know? Like, I'm good. Y'all can take this back. Take that back. I don't even need it. Because I almost ended up back in jail. And this time they probably wasn't going to let me come back out.
How do you carry grief without letting it consume you, though? Because the way he went and the fact he's gone, how?
Humility. After seeing it, you see how life changes. Like I told you, working in that field, you see how things change.
Did prison prepare you for grief?
It did. All those tough losses I took. Like it's my grandma. I love grandma. Okay. It kept building up that armor, toughness, to be able to take it. So each loss that I had, it added extra layer to my heart and the toughness that I would need, so that when I came home, and ultimately this was what happened, I was gonna be able to take it. Because I'm like, damn, if I do something, I'm not even gonna be there for bro's funeral. Who gonna actually step up? Cause I be damned if they gonna be putting my boy in some street clothes, knowing that that's not what mom would want.
Yeah, knowing I seen y'all in church every fucking Sunday, dressed to the nines.
So let me make sure I step up and man up. Whatever comes later, comes later. But I need to step up for bro. And that's what I had to do. So humility, just being humble, allowing life to humble you. If you live long enough, life will humble you. You go through some things, it will humble you. Either you're going to learn or you're going to repeat the cycle.
Yeah, I said that recently. Like, you live long enough, that shit gonna humble you, because what happened to my uncle in January, like, I found him. So, like, you keep living long enough and the people that you love get older and older. So, at one point, you're going to find somebody in a not so good predicament. It's like, what can you do about that? And the only thing you do is, like, you got to man up. You got to take that on the chin. You just got to, do what you got to do to push through, even though you really don't want to.
So, I don't know what healing is. I'm coping. I just learned how to cope with it. And there's some hard drugs I would love to take to escape it. But I'm like, that's going to create another monster.
That ain't me. That's another monster.
So I can't allow addiction to take control of me. So it's like, let me do some therapy. Let me use a soundboard to talk to somebody to make some sense of this shit. Of why am I going through this? Brother lost, grandma died, pops passed. Like, that year was, this whole year, just 4 losses. Immediate family.
Yeah. That's good I hear you talk about therapy, though, because a lot of motherfuckers, they think they could just handle it on their own. And therapy got popular, I want to say, like 2020, something like that. Like, it seemed like niggas just made up therapy, even though, like, white people been doing it for years. But I've been seeing more and more black people going to therapy or trying to get therapy, and it's been beneficial. It's been working for a lot of people, but there's still some people that are on the fence. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to share my business with nobody. Did you feel like you needed therapy, or did somebody recommend therapy?
I had an old school lady. Her name was Jacqueline Gordon. Old school Jamaican lady. She was she did programs.
Yeah.
And her energy was just so vibrant. Like, you gravitate towards her.
Mm-hmm.
She was passionate about helping others. And she was always like, I see that light on you, but you don't want to share your light. She said, if your candle is lit, help light somebody else's. So I'm like, what you mean by that? And she would break these things down. Like, you have a story to tell. You never know who's sitting in the room that you can actually touch and reach.
Mm-hmm.
So by you withholding, it can actually make somebody else even suffer more in silence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that did for me. Like, you know what? I'm not ashamed of what I went through or what I endured. It made me stronger. It made me tougher. It made me the man that I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
It made me a better brother, a better son, a better uncle. So what I've been through, it is what it is. Like, accept or reject. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at peace with myself. I don't need the exception or the validation from anybody. I've already been redeemed. I put the work in.
Yeah.
So the joke is on you. But it's more so just tapping in and knowing that, because you're human. Not every time that's gonna come. Because I got my moments of doubt, insecurities. But it's like, man, damn, it could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
I work in this convalescent home, and I take care of these patients. Like, damn,
Once you see them, it's like,
this could be me one day.
one day, yeah.
No family members coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Just sitting in here, you just a ball. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know your name. So what type of legacy I'm gonna leave?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pouring into others what I will hope somebody will pour back into me when it's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how important was your faith, I guess, during all this with, being in prison, then getting out? Well, being in prison, losing as many people as you did, getting out, and then losing more people. How important is your faith at this moment?
Everything. It's really everything, because going into this parole hearing, I got to see God's work. I got to see it work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've watched interviews. I've prepared for this shit. But you don't know what's going to come. So I'm like, yo, God, just give me the strength I need to go ahead that I don't fumble. If I'm ready, it's going to show. So going into there, I got to see. That's how I'm like, wow. It reaffirmed my faith. Like, he's good. God is good. Because I went in there not knowing these people was going to give it to me. And it was unanimous. They was pleased to give it to me. They was happy to give it to me. They congratulated me like, yo, we're glad to say that you're going to be able to go home and have your 40th birthday. This is a chairperson telling me this. And then to hear the officer speak his letter, when they read his letter off, and then to get his blessing, like, you can't make something like this shit up. For a cop to say, if he done everything he's supposed to do, let him go. You never hear stories like that. Man, they like lock his ass up. He need to learn. He need to do more time. That man said nothing. Nothing negative. He had
Nothing
negative to
disparaging.
say.
It was just like all
He said,
positive.
I leave it all to y'all. It's at your discretion. If he's done what he's supposed to do, let that man go. If not, it's your discretion. And he left it like that. So I got to see God's grace and mercy right there. That's the mercy at his all-time high. For the man that I shot. I don't even know this man that I shot him. I ain't got no beef with this man.
No beef with him.
And I shot him. I changed his life. Put fear in his wife, his children. Couldn't, almost he didn't make it home if the gun didn't jam. But by the grace of God, like, God said, I got something for you. You don't want to listen? I'm sending all these people around you to uplift you and build you up mentally and emotionally, but you don't want to listen. So divine intervention is needed. I'm going to lock your ass up. And you're going to have to learn this. You're going to get to see life pass you by. You're going to do all these losses. And that's where the faith came in. It just reaffirmed I always had faith. Because I knew I was saved for a reason. A lot of people we grew up with died young.
Mm-hmm.
Even Rob from the Greens got killed
On a moped or something?
on a dirt bike.
Dirt bike,
Cops hit him off the dirt bike.
Yeah.
17, 16, like, dude, Horace.
Drug deal, some shit.
Like, got killed on Banal. Found in the back of the house in the snow.
Yeah.
Marty, Lamont, like,
Yo, that
like,
was that. You know, that's my first brush with death. Is Marty. I vividly remember. I think because I was always scared of Marty. I saw Marty outside. He always had a look on his face like he didn't want to be fucked with nothing like that. But he was like 15. He was just scary. I was like, what, 7, 8, something like that. And I remember one day I saw you outside talking to him. I was like, you talking to Leonard? He can't be that bad. So then I went over there. He was fixing his moped or some shit like that. And we was chopping it up with him. And then he fixed it, did what he did, and rode off. I ain't see Marty again. He was like, I seen him like, pass up and down the block, but I never like talked to him again. I remember it was a snow day and my grandfather came in the house and he said, they killed that boy across the street, right? My mother was like, who? He's like, Marty. I was like, and my mother said, damn, all 3 of her sons gone.
At the same age.
They
all died at the same age. It was it 18?
Yeah, something like that.
All 18.
She said all the robbing kids gone. I was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know because all I knew was Marty. But then when she said 3, and then I was thinking about it, and then you go outside and this, that, and the third, and then I think I ran into like some of his cousins or something like that, and they said something about his brothers or something like that. I didn't know that Marty had brothers.
Yep, he died. He was 18 too.
Mm-hmm.
When they all got to 18, Marty and Mark. I don't know the other one, but those two.
I think it was Lorenzo or something like. I think. I don't know.
All died at the same age.
Yeah, it was
snubbed out life potential. Gone.
Marty's smart as shit. Like somebody that I don't think went to school for like fixing like motorcycles and mopeds and shit like that. He just naturally take a screwdriver, take this, that, and the third, do some, hit this, do that, shit back up and running. He out the block, But yeah, that's my first brush with death and knowing like what the hell that is. Like I had cousins that got shot and stuff like that. I went to go see them and they looked all right, but that's the first time I was like, I see somebody, like I saw somebody and now I don't see them no more. Like that shit fucked me up when I was 8. And it was like, oh, okay, this is what it is. Now, with everything that you've been through, do you think this is happening to you or for you?
I believe it's for me. That's when it reaffirmed my faith. Why not? I could take it.
But what do you think it's for, though?
For a testimony. Well, that's why I have no problem sharing. I go to interviews and ended up getting the job just by me sharing my testimony. She's like, tell me something about yourself. And I just told her, I'm an individual that went to jail at a young age and I'm coming home now trying to readjust. And this job right here is going to help me. I just need somebody to give me a chance.
Now, is there a passage or a scripture that stuck with you in the Bible that I guess kind of got you through everything?
Though he slay me, yet still I trust. All these losses, all the people coming and going. Like, at times you be hungry, you ain't got no soap. You be like, damn, I'm just in here. You don't get no mail, you don't get no visits. It's like you allowing you to go through all this stuff, all these losses, grandparents, aunts, they all dying. He's slaying me every chance he get. But yet I'm still gonna trust him. Something better gonna happen.
What gives you faith now, I guess, on the outside, like, I guess on like your day to day and not get bogged down by, your thoughts, what's going on in the world, just that and the third. Like what, I guess, drives you today?
Going through that experience with DY. Losing him that day. We was making so many plans. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And to see how things just change that quick.
Mm.
So I gotta live life to the fullest. I can't take no excuses for nothing. Because in one moment you're here, one moment you're not.
Just like that. What's a memory of him that makes you laugh?
He was cracking jokes about me sending waving at people on Facebook. Like, stop waving at people. That's a little weirdo. Like, you being weird. What the fuck you mean?
Like,
It's a wave there for a reason. Like, nobody use that shit. Like, you being weird. Nigga, just text them.
I remember on Facebook there was like an early option to poke people, and that shit was always weird too. It was like, why the fuck why are you poking people? Like that shit was weird.
Cracking jokes like that. Like, yo, stop tricking. He always saying something like, yo, send me some money, yo. He like, yo, you gotta wait. I get paid this weekend. Stop tricking your money. I ain't tripping. Send me some damn money. Stop questioning me.
Is there anything that scares you now?
It's these young boys.
Oh yeah.
YNs, how hot-headed they are. And then only when it's time for them to reason, it's too late. You're in jail.
Do you see yourself in them, or them and you?
We was able to be reached by our older dudes. Like, yo, you wildin', guy. Yo, don't do that.
Yeah.
They ain't hearing that. They pulling out. You can't give them a teacher moment. Cause they think you little nigga them. You know, you don't little nigga me. Don't bitch me. Well, I'm really trying to lift you up right now. Like, you know what you did wrong right in this instant. So the YNs, I don't mess with them. But I know that you got to keep trying because somebody didn't give up on us. So although how hard-headed and tough they are, you still got to keep trying.
What advice would you give the teenage version of you?
What advice? This was a question somebody had asked me before. And I told myself, I just never give up. You're going to go do some stuff, but never give up.
What do people complain about that seems small to you?
Be honest, everything. Like, just it should be small shit. Things that should be easy, they make difficult. But it comes with where I came from. So that toughness I got where something that, like, subbing, like, I never knew what subbing was. So, like, you never heard what you see what they said? Excuse me. Getting over this cold. Subbing, I never knew what that meant. Like, read this. I'm like, that's what you took from this? Like, yeah, I motherfucking know what they. I'm like, leave that shit alone. Like, that shit ain't that serious. So things that just go over my head, people just grab and then make something out of nothing that don't need to be like that. I'm just easy going.
Yeah.
Seeing how things could turn in there, coming out here, I was like, whatever, I don't care. Talking ain't never killed nobody.
No.
Let them talk. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
What's something you had to unlearn to grow?
Something. Rephrase that question again to me.
Like, what's something that you had to, I guess, get away from or do away with in order for you to reach the level that you are now as a man, as an evolved man, a free man? What is something that you had to let go of and leave behind?
Damn.
In order to get you here now?
That's a good question. Old friends. I had to shed that skin. Whereas I thought I knew these people, I don't know. So I really had to leave people behind. Dudes that we grew up with on the north end. They like that. I see him in jail, I won't talk to him. Like,
do they feel away?
Somewhat. Like, yo, damn, why you act like I'm just better, bro? It's nothing personal.
Like, I'm not in the mindset.
Being in that site and you into that, you gang banging. I don't want to be a part of that. I looked at the bigger picture. So that's the best way I could phrase that question. I looked at the bigger picture, whereas some people would take a picture and they'll look at certain things in the picture and they will focus on that.
Okay.
Ultimate picture for me was home, freedom. I need to be free. I can't do nothing in this place. So I can't worry about this, that, or them. I can't worry about none of that. So if I gotta stop talking to you, I'm gonna stop talking to you because I'm trying to uplift you. I'm trying to motivate you. I'm mentoring you, and you still doing nonsense. I gotta leave some people. I gotta leave you alone. You're gonna have to learn for yourself. So even with my little bro that I was in there with, I mentoring him, put him under my wing. Come on, do these groups. Because what you do now is gonna affect you later. And that always stuck with me. That was one of my main models. What you do now will affect you later. Laws change. I benefited it off of these laws changing. Where all those no's, 6, 7 no's. It's like, damn, I'm gonna have to wait 2027 to actually go to my parole hearing. And lo and behold, legislation in there trying to change laws for juveniles that got extensive amount of time when they were young. And if you put the work in, you'll be able to benefit from it. But if you ain't putting the work in, you ain't gonna get nothing. So I was always told dudes, you gotta do what you need to do now so you can get what you want later. And I was able to get it. So I had to leave a lot of people alone and just focus on me.
Okay. I'm trying to get to some more lighthearted shit before I get you out of here. So you said when you first came home, right, you went to Chips to get something to eat?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got pancakes. No, it wasn't pancakes. It was the French toast. I got the bacon, the sausage, eggs. I got all that. I got all that.
Sparing no expense. I want all this shit.
My father was with me because my father came home. I lost my mother February 2019. My father, my biological father, was coming home in December after doing 20 years himself. He had 3 life sentences.
Jeez.
From selling drugs. So laws changed for him. That benefited him. And like, how you give a man 3 life sentences for selling drugs?
That's insane.
So my cousins came home. My father came home. One of my uncles, he ended up dying in the feds. He didn't make it, Lance. And then we waiting on my other uncle to come home. But all of them had multiple life sentences. To see them to come home to have Queens Delight, trifecta. You know, in different establishments, like even my cousin Neil becoming a police officer. It's like, he was once in these trenches, and look how things turned around for you.
You was the problem, now you're part of the solution.
Officer. It can happen to any of us. You just gotta discipline yourself.
You got a comfort food?
I love Jamaican food.
Yeah.
I love Jamaican food.
What's your go-to order?
I get dumplings and stewed chicken.
Can't go wrong with that. Music. What music got you through prison?
I had R&B. I loved R&B.
R&B.
Loved R&B. The old school shit we grew up. Nas, D-Block, Toto. Like all that good music that we was listening to growing up. Even when you went to the Midway. You remember that ride that played all the classics?
Yeah.
You ain't got no cough drop, bro?
G, you got something for you. That nigga house right there.
But comfort food like that, I love Jamaican food. Even I'm trying halal. I'm trying all type of different foods now.
Might as well, fuck it. It's
around. It fucks me up though. Yeah. I know I'm not supposed to eat it. I got IBS.
Yeah.
So I'm not supposed to eat nothing.
You got old nigga syndrome.
Yeah. So,
damn.
Like I found out that I had that in there. Coming out here, I'm eating all this stuff. I'm using the bathroom. I'm thinking it's normal. But then you go in there, you tend to pay more attention to your health in there. And I'm like, what? Why am I keep going to the bathroom?
Why this shit running through me?
And then that's when I got IBS. And then it progressed to IBS with constipation.
Damn.
Something like it's old man problem.
We old, man. We fucking old, man. Let's see what else I got for you. What was TV like when you got out? Like compared to when you
Different.
What TV show confused you the most, or was like the most, I guess, 180 from what you remember TV being?
I still haven't watched like TV like it's been Netflix because it's all different. And there you got analog, so it's digital.
Everything you just like, you got channel 1, 2, 3, 4, all that shit. Yeah.
Out here, you got 1,000 channels.
You got any option. You got YouTube, you got the Netflix, you got Tubi, you got shit illegal stuff.
It's different.
Yeah.
He's gotten better because you were watching some crazy old shows and movies, some old exploitations. I'm like, what are you watching? Oh, just on my phone. Let me show you what this, and then I put Apple TV on your Roku.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite show today?
The show Nemesis.
Nemesis, okay.
That shit is good. It's a lot of good shows on Netflix. A lot of good shows.
We watched the fight last night, was it?
Just being able to binge watch these shows.
Have you watched The Wire?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched The Wire.
All right. Have you watched Breaking Bad? Okay, cool. All right. It was like,
but they had a program, a movie program while I was in there.
Okay.
So a lot of the CEOs, I would give them lists like, "Yo, bring these in," and they would bring certain shows in like that. So I got to watch some of them. But coming home now, I'm like, I gotta rewatch all this stuff.
Okay. All right. That's good. You got something for you. There you go.
Good luck.
Let's see. What does grace mean to you now?
Grace is earned. Not everybody get it. It is earned. So, and in my own experience, it was earned. I earned it. How they say parole is not a privilege. You gotta earn it. And that's the ultimate grace you can give somebody. Allowing them to get their freedom back. For them to see that you are not what you did, and then to tell you that and to reaffirm you that on that and validate you on that, like, you going home. I just knew it halfway going in this thing. Like, my heart just pumping. So emotional. I'm like, damn. Because I seen dudes going in, come out and their head down. I'm like, man, I do not want to take that long walk back to that block. And be like, I got to do another 22, 3 years. I might have to do another 3 years.
After being so close, and yeah.
Like, do you give up? Do you start acting up? Like, nah, I can't. I gotta keep going. So going in there, that's getting that grace. Grace is you gotta earn it.
Word.
Nobody gonna give it to you. Nobody gonna give you mercy.
What do you think your life is trying to teach other people?
How they had on our mother's, she had a ribbon in her casket, and it says, "Now how you start, how you finish." Started out a young knucklehead with no sense of direction or what I was going to do, where I was going to go. To coming home a man, being able to uplift other men and be a voice for our youth, man, because my story could easily be their story. We just got to reach them. So I love to see what Harry out there doing. That's amazing, bro. Like, you need brothers out there like that.
I interviewed Harry maybe like 5 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, we need brothers like that.
All right, so let me get you out of here on this. Some rapid fire shit, all right? So you just give me one or the other. Peace or purpose?
I need both, bro. Peace. I need peace.
Faith or fear?
Faith.
Solitude or community?
Community.
Freedom or stability?
Freedom.
Past or future?
Future.
Prayer or meditation?
Prayer.
Church or personal relationship with God?
Personal relationship.
Cry alone or talk it out?
Cry alone.
Hold grudges or forgive too easily.
Forgive too easily.
Protect your heart or risk it.
Risk it.
Love hard or love carefully.
Love careful.
Regret or acceptance.
Acceptance.
What hurts more, betrayal or abandonment?
Betrayal.
What heals you fastest?
Music. Because you know how certain songs will take you back to a certain place.
Yeah.
Even certain smells.
Mm-hmm.
These triggers things like, damn, when it's good. Like, so I could be in the cell, like, listen to some old school. Come on, and like, damn, they take me right back to Sunshine Circle, where you probably walk to Park City Magnet or walk up to.
Yeah,
that's what kept me. Those memories, those triggering memories that allowed me to escape.
Yeah, all them songs that you hear when you were a teenager, they always bring back a memory of, something like that. Trust people or question people?
Trust people.
And my final one is, what does peace look like for you on a regular day?
To be at a table with all my peoples around me. Just to be at that kitchen table with everybody. Right now, there's a lot of empty seats. That would be the peace that I would have. To have all my loved ones that I lost in the wake of me being in prison. That would be peaceful to have that back.
Oh, man. I'm glad you're doing the work on yourself, though. I'm glad you out and remaining positive even through all this stuff. You sound like you didn't let the years take too much away from you. From when you went in to who you are now is a complete 180. And I'm glad I'm around to see the man that you become and what you're doing out here and the things that you still want to do. I know you and DY talked about doing a lot of stuff. Don't let, his passing deter you from doing those things. And going where you want to go, any programs you want to implement, or just talking to the youth. You said that you wanted to do that, or you're doing that still.
Yeah, I'm started up.
So what does that look like for you? Are you like going to like certain like what are you doing with that? I guess
reaching out to different organizations like the Big Brothers, the Big Sisters, reaching out to organizations like that. Having my caseworkers link me to the right people that can point me in the right direction that I need to be able to do it.
Got you. All right. I'm happy for you, man. I love you. I'm proud of you. Welcome home. Stay home. Look like it don't seem like you on any bullshit. So that's what I'm happy about, because a lot of people, you can still see that twinkle in their eyes, like they could still fall back. Every time I see you, you seem like you're genuinely like enjoying life no matter what it throws at you. You got your bumps in the road, but it still seem like you got your, you got your community, you're level-headed, you didn't let what happened to you shape you and make you a worse person, because that's what happens a lot. So I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see this version of Leonard.
Thanks.
So if you want the people to reach out to you, where could they find you? If any organizations, anything? I'm gonna try to plug you in with a couple people, see what I can do, stuff like that.
It's my Facebook. Link me up with that deal. Leonard Best.
Something else I wanted to say. Have you ever heard of Ali Sadiq? He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Wallow?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So them is two brothers that I know that was they was locked down. They got like a story, basically like yours, where they turned the tragedy into triumph. They came home. They did what they were supposed to do, and now they on top of the world. Ali, he's selling out arenas and shit like that. Wallow, he got 2 books out. He's selling merch. He got his own podcast, stuff like that. So I think if you stay on the straight and narrow and keep the people that you need to keep around you, I think you destined for some good stuff out here. So
well, certainly, I appreciate that.
Proud of you. I'm happy for you, man. Thank you, Mark, for coming as well. Appreciate you. So yeah, man, that's it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So, one thing's for certain, we too much for these niggas and 3 much for these hoes. I go by the name of Domino. That's Leonard Best, and that's Mark. And we out here.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when